All right. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good middle of the night, whatever the fuck suits you, really. As we come back to another Lost Cub game centered on our buddy Anton here, who I believe left off his last scene having handled some of that their family business, as well as handling some personal business, and come back home, had dinner with his family, and eventually left off in the midst of movie night with his baby sister. So we'll be picking back up well into the night. Lizzie has left. She did just kind of cap and leave behind the leftovers, tucked them in the fridge for your folks. Well, for your mom. Save her a little bit of effort the next day. Your brother's gone upstairs, headed to bed. Your sister's curled up on one end of the couch, kind of nested in a throw blanket. Your mom left a little bit ago to go upstairs. You know, she sat down for movies as well for a little bit. But has fucked off to go to bed. And so it is you, in a house full of sleeping people. And the movie just kind of still going in the background.
I just click off the TV in the movie. Well, quietly make his way to the front door, picking up his car keys.
Yeah, you do so. The one upside to movie night with your sister, especially when she has something like movies to fall asleep to, especially when she's, you know, comfortable and passes out. You know, in just a sedate situation like this, she's out cold. So you don't have to stress too much. And the other two are upstairs, so yeah. You go ahead and finally turn off the TV. She's all nested up in a blanket. She's fine. And yeah, you just ease on over, snag your keys off the ring. I assume you just slip on out the door.
Yes. Yep, quiet as I can.
Yep, no problem. Even Bubba's probably curled up on your mom's bed, so yeah, no issue.
Starts the car and backs out as slowly and delicately as he can.
I'm gonna ask, do you lock the door?
Yes.
Good man. Okay, so yeah, hop in your car, go ahead and back on out the driveway. No big deal. You know this thing by heart, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just ease on out.
Need to drive back to that familiar crime scene.
All right.
He would have brought the vials of water with him as well. That's an important note from
Yep.
his jacket. He would have had them with him as well.
Okay. For what it's worth, I had kind of assumed they were still in your glove box, so if they are now in your jacket, that's a good thing to know.
He'll transfer them into his jacket.
All right. You've still got a whistle in your pocket and
Yep.
2 little vials of water in your shirt or jacket pocket.
Yes. I do.
You do. All right. You take yourself a little drive. Do a little turn here, do a little turn there, sedate little drive. And what you will come upon as you near the spot in question is honestly just pretty much an empty side of the road. You see some burned out flares. Like in the headlights, there's just scorch marks on the road and the little bits of the flares left behind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, car is gone.
Yeah, he assumes the police probably took it away. Which is, again, a reasonable assumption.
It is a reasonable assumption.
He'll park up a distance away and start walking his way through, and I'm going to activate blur as well.
Do it.
Yeah, much harder to see. 3 successes. Since it's diff 8, it's 3. So
Gotcha.
I'm a +3 difficulty to see. He'll put on the gloves, put the hoodie over his head as well.
Are you actually sneaking?
Yeah, I'll definitely, as sneaky as I can.
Okay.
Want me to roll?
Mm-hmm. Because otherwise it'll only take one success at that diff to see you, because you're not rolling. No, I'll take 2 at diff, like 9, so still good.
And he just creeps his way through, throughly. He has a flashlight as well, and the trail's probably completely ruined, but sure, he remembers where it was, and he's going to cut to follow down that path where the blood was originally.
All right. Yeah, there has been some foot traffic down this foot trail.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely been like scuffed up by a bunch of other shoes.
Yep.
And as you come around, you'll see caution tape, basically around the vicinity of where the blood spatter was.
Yeah, he'll duck under it essentially. Yeah, he'll duck under the tape as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what he will do is he's going to activate that new spanking GIF of his. Synth worm.
Do it.
Don't know what my diff is.
With the highest thing being a 5, you probably get kind of that impression, like that vague idea that there's probably something wonky here, but you really don't get a sure sense of anything in particular. You just kind of get a little bit of the Wiggins.
From which direction? From where I was previously, like in the bushes and all that?
Sadly, with that many, like with that low a roll, probably not getting any direction. You just kind of get a general sense of the bleh.
Okay. But now with a flashlight, I can see better because I was in Lupus last time, sniffing around the place. So what he'll do is he'll go back to that bush that he was originally in, and actually comb over it now with, a light and what he can see from a more kind of elevated, stance. Looking for more specific tracks as well, like not just the footfalls around the crime scene, but anything distinctive. You're looking upwards, looking around, essentially combing the entire area.
All right. Do an investigation roll.
Okay. One.
Okay. So, pardon. You got a flashlight this time. The results are very similar around the bush. There's some blood spatter, but it's pretty sparse.
Yeah.
There's no, like, single one, like, shot of blood. There's no... Like, it is the lightest little pattering. It's weird. You do see that at one point the bushes look kind of crushed in, but it's hard to tell whether that was from whatever happened that night, or if it's just assholes pushing through the bushes looking for clues. But part of it does look kind of crushed. Sadly, footprint-wise, this place has been scuffed up pretty bad. Including, like, you kind of poke around a little, and a couple times it's someone, like, obviously, like, probably stepping off to take a phone call or something, taking a couple steps away, stopping, pivoting, and coming back.
I'm assuming the blanket's been moved as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All that stuff is gone. You do flick your flashlight up, and, again, the one branch is covered in not, like, an unbelievable amount of webbing. It's not exactly the same as what you saw in the basement, where it was just like, this is a horror movie now level. But it's definitely a thick coating. Like, if you've ever seen those videos or pictures from where, like, a river floods and drives a lot of spiders up into the trees and they just coat the thing in webs, it's like that. It's a lot. It's noteworthy, but it's not inhuman.
Yeah. And I did see a crap load of spiders coming out when I whacked at the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's thinking this is probably a signature. You know what I mean?
Mevax.
I'm going to send swarm on the spiders first. My
Well, trying to put
nemesis.
yourself up with that webbing.
Yeah. I fucked the shit out of it, Rick Grimes style. I only get one. Jesus, but this roll. These rolls.
That's pretty low. Again, like you're kind of like doing the proverbial century version of tap tap. Is this thing even on?
Mm-hmm.
Because you still kind of got the Wiggins, but it's about the same sort of sense you'd have just because, well, there's a lot of spider webs. Whew. It's a good thing I'm down here and they're up there. That's.
He just gets more frustrated. He gets, stupid sponges with your stupid webs making me
Yeah.
fucking creepy. But what he is going to do, I have a plan, because I didn't check the other side. He's going to step sideways.
Oh boy. Are you gonna roll or are you gonna take your time?
I'm going to take my time.
Okie dokie. Alright. So, buddy, pal, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Taking your time takes about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No me perception alertness. One's enough. We're not hiding. You've garnered some attention there, friend.
From what?
Most of them are still up in the tree.
Oh, fuck you, you can't see me. I've blur. Fuck you. That's the literal
No,
thought process
that's
he
fair.
looks up. He looks up. That's
I
literally
mean,
his thought process. Fuck you, you can't see me. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
give me 1 second. Look at a thing real fast. Air score for that will be pretty low. Let me pull up a little notepad. Okay, so their collective will be like that. So put like 2 there. Okay. So I'll roll for the sake of rolling. Check do that. We'll just a little. We'll do that. Make a little. There you go. Okay. So these guys do not have a very good pool. I'll give them a token roll. Nope.
Ha! Suck it, spiders.
I mean, you see them.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them, aren't there?
Actually, no, not a whole lot. Oh, for what it's worth, they're big, but in a natural sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're not massive. But I want you to think of like the biggest spider you've ever seen that wasn't like a tarantula.
Okay.
So like
First thing he does.
including legs, like hand sized.
Because he has a phobia, he immediately checks for sense worm
Because he has a phobia, he rolls his willpower.
and a roll my willpower. Yeah.
There's an 8 in there.
Yep. Nope, it's fine.
You do not immediately like fucking frantically backpedal, but you definitely are not happy.
What's the spider doing?
The ones you can see, well, what'll probably give you the real heebie-jeebies, is it's glancing around. You see a couple up on the branch, chilling, doing their little spider thing. Um, they seem to be there. There is a lot more webbing on this side. So it's definitely the like a natural like fantasy style like entry. Yep. There's a clear trail of how they worked their way up, and there's even kind of almost a line dangling down that looks like maybe it held something at some point. There's also some in the bush, like right where you were tromping around, which is probably why your skin's crawling, because they were there the whole time. They were probably brushed right past them. But they're kind of they're kind of casting around. It's kind of like when you find a trail of ants almost. There's not a ton in one place necessarily, but you see them poking around and you're realizing there's a handful between the two places. Prodding hopeful like the ones in the bush are probably more active, but not a lot. And thankfully they can't see you.
Is there anything else in this area apart from the demons themselves I can see that's noticeable?
In the immediate vicinity, no.
Oh, it means I haven't talked to the spider.
It's I mean, as you come across, there's like the mouse-sized weight in your pocket still. But no. For what it's worth, these do like there's prominent mandibles on these things. These aren't cute little jumping spiders. Like there's no big lovely lashes. They're not looking, especially to you, they look like the devil.
Cool. I activate Krynos. I come out of Blur in Krynos, ready. Because fuck you. I'm the biggest thing in this goddamn yard. Me.
Are you spending rage?
Yes, yeah. He spends rage, and he takes the fucking werewolf equivalent of the I have deployed the nuke. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Let me flick back over here. There we go.
I mean, I haven't attacked, but it's meant to be like a very like back the fuck off. You know what I mean?
Well, you do pop out in Krynos. And they immediately respond. They don't look happy to see you.
And look happy to see them.
At least one kind of like I don't know if you've ever seen like a tarantula do like the rear thing they do, like the front legs. Any spider does it really when they're threatened. They like pop up the front legs, kind of presenting their mandibles.
In the big deep
they hiss.
Krynos voice.
Oh, they hiss.
Oh, he hisses back in the big deep. He hisses back in the deep Krynos voice. Don't you hiss at me.
It start a couple of them, like a couple are doing the thing. Some of them are doing really upsetting things, like, you know, if I just crawl down this dangling thread,
I will massacre all of you if you come near me. You know, there is that, like, he props himself up ready to like swipe at anything that comes at him, essentially.
All right, let's see how this works. Okay, so what they're gonna do is roll their willpower. And I should have labeled this clear. Hold on a second. Willpower, rage, gnosis. And essence. Okay, so they're gonna roll their willpower and contested by the target's rage. So you are going to
I don't know.
roll your rage. You will take a point of rage for entering combat.
Cool. All right. Gonna fight me? Fine. My rage is 3 since I took a rage.
You succeed, but what they do is the one that's dangling the furthest on that little bit of web. It kind of fires webbing at you,
Cool.
and basically some of the strands land on you, but they like you know kung fu. You kind of take a reflexive like swiping motion, so it doesn't manage to lay in any meaningful kind of fashion. A lot of it flies off side instead of landing on you properly as the strands are whipped away. But it definitely tried to do something.
So I'm gonna make an intimidation gesture, Katie, in my Krynos form.
Okay.
Because I'm going to literally do that kind of slam down my Krynos fist onto the ground, kind of making the shake, essentially. Do you know what I mean?
You're gonna gorilla fucking slam it?
Yeah. Gorilla slam it and just do that kind of picture in the GIF essentially at all the fucking things. Like with enough force that will hopefully kind of shake the tree even. So
Okay.
what do you want me to roll? Would you like me to roll strength?
Strength intimidation.
Okay. Do I get my pure read with that, or is it
No.
just making sure? I have a decent dice pool either way.
You do 1, 2,
3.
3.
That's 3. 3.
All right.
Yeah, there's 5. Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay. All right. So first spooter. Ditches. Second spooter. It occurs to me that they will need 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they'll need to get like all successes. Second spooter ditches. Third spooter ditches. Fourth spooter ditches. It looks like across the board. Oh, one of them stays. Most of them, you shake it, especially like several fall out of the tree, and they're all like, well, fuck it. There's just one little dude.
Glares at him.
The one who was on the strands, he had a good grip. That's right.
No, I'm here to talk. But if you want to go.
Roll your rage again.
Yep. Oh, that's it. More rage? Or does it just do I get
He
another
hasn't done
rage?
any damage to you. You're still 3.
No.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so what happens is he fires webbing at you again.
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is it fires off at you. It actually like you kind of crouch down doing your slam, and he fires webbing across you, like across your body. And this time it actually like adheres pretty well, and it's not like sticking like one arm against you or anything like that. But it is a lot stronger than it looks. It might as well be like steel cables, and it actually binds you up a little bit. So for the moment, you will be at -1 dex.
Cool. I
That's
attack.
right. This spider thinks he's a badass. Go for
I
it.
attack.
Do it.
Motherfucker wants to talk to me. Bitch. 4, yeah, 5 for -1 dex. I hit.
Like on the bright side, he's like a fucking cat toy right now. So you just reach up and swat him.
Basically what he does. 3 plus 6. 6, and then it's plus 2 for claws. Jeez. Boom. Boom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poor little spoder. All right. You smack him, and I mean, the effect is almost immediate. Like you smack him really good, and you see like nasty black ichor welling up in the cracks in his exoskeleton. I will tell you that you have halved his HP in one shot.
You glare at him then. I want to talk.
He's
Hit
going
me
to-
again and I'll wipe you.
He's going to try and get you.
Can I choose to dodge that? Can I choose to dodge this?
This one, no. This one is an auto hit type thing, but it's not very. These guys are pretty small, but blast automatically hits. So you can soak 2 damage.
Okay. Chronos, yeah, Chrono stamina.
Yeah.
Yep. Whew.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
You get it. Thank God for them ones not counting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It essentially like hawks a web loogie at you, for lack of a better term. These aren't like long strands meant to bind you up. It actually kind of splatters you, and there's kind of a sad hissing noise as it tries to kind of, it hits you and sticks almost like napalm and tries to eat in, but your hide is just too fucking thick for it.
This is really. I'm a Shadow Lord. He thinks I'm a Shadow Lord. Cub Guru. Power and domination. I'm gonna cow him.
Okay,
Strength intimidation, essentially.
do it.
I don't know what my diff is. I don't know what my diff is.
I'll lower your diff a little because it's fucked up and all of its buddies left. It's having a hard day. Okay.
So what he'll do is put his claw on the tree and go. You know what I mean? Submit.
Give me one quick second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you like grab the tree and like grate your claws down it. You shake the limb his little strand is attached to. He bounces and jounces around like he's kind of, the ichor is welling up. And well, with a call like that, he decides it's time to fuck off too. Starts scrambling up the strand.
Oh no, motherfucker! Oh no! Oh no! 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 You get the fuck back! You get the fuck! He snarls at it.
It is in flight mode. It's injured, but it's doing its best.
I will
Its
make
little
my
soda
attempt.
best.
I'll make my attempt to grab a kitty.
Oh no.
Spending a rage and everything. I will take 2 tries at this.
Okay.
So what you want me to roll? Dex Athletics?
You can roll Dex Athletics to just try to snatch him.
I have the thing on me. So
You're
so my
essentially
dex
like
is-
grappling him as far as he's concerned because he's pretty small. Let me grab his
I got 3 successes since the -1 dex still applies.
Gets do. Still got the webs on you. Is willpower? Oh, he might actually have enough. Let's see if he can get away from you. Nope. You snatch him, like you reach up and just as he's about to like clamber onto the branch, you reach up and grab him.
Keeping him at an arm's distance, so I don't have to like get right up and close and personal. If you get what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
He will say very calmly, "Now, we're gonna talk."
Oh man. Let me. He doesn't like your face. It's a problem.
Don't like
He
his
tried to
face either.
flee. He tried so hard. It got so far. But in the end, he's biting your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the little mandibles go chomp. He actually like it's like some horror movie shit for you. He's got like the little fangy bits and he just kunk into your hand. Let's see.
That's fine.
I guess attack is that.
Ow.
Chomps on your finger. Do you want to try to roll something? I'm not sure what you would really roll for a spider biting you that you have grabbed in your hand.
I mean, would he have a plus diff because I've literally got him pinned essentially.
I mean, he could, but with 2 10s, he's still gonna like connect.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna have to do is make a quick stam save.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Let's see what kind of damage he does with his less than considerable strength. 3. Even with okay, so with 2 successes, it'll be that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Soak me 3 damage. Just like that was resist the poison. Now you're just gonna do a quick damage soak.
No, I soaked the damage. Okay.
You soak it. He bites you fucking hard though.
Cool. I bite
Like-
him. You want to play this game with me?
His last act of attrition, biting your hand.
I think I get like a month. I think that's 2
Considering,
with the
yeah,
grapple.
he's essentially grappled. He probably could have just squeezed real good, but this is funnier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You splatter him. You literally bite like the top half of him off. Downside,
who's the bitch?
there's now the top half of a spider in your mouth.
Spits it out like, like you can see Kratos' vomit essentially. And then he would just say, "Who's the bad? Who's the bitch? Who's the bitch?" You curb stomping the corpse and everything.
This poor little spider, Bane, is reduced to ichor.
I decimate his corpse. I completely decimate it.
Yeah, it's reduced to like some nasty, oily smears on the ground.
I will rip the spider things off myself as well.
Yeah. It was only 1 level of them,
know.
so it's not especially hard. It just takes a little tugging and a little twisting, but you pull it off. At which point the dex penalty goes away.
Yay. And the other spiders have booked it, have they?
Oh yeah, they were like, "Fuck this." You roared at them, and they were like, "You know what? I ain't got enough time in my day for this. I don't need this kind of negativity."
Look at that motherfucker. So what I'll do then is I'm gonna melt back down to Hamid.
Okay.
And how do these files operate in the Umbra? Because they were given to me in the Umbra.
Uh-huh.
So are they still in my jacket? No, so he was going to take out the jacket. I'm popping one of them open with the roof of his mouth. He's going to fire it at the tree, to cleanse it of these evil fucking spider things.
Yeah. And it looks a lot more theatrical in the Umbra. So in the Umbra, you pull out the vial and you can see the little dude just bobbling around in there, like a teeny little set of glowing eyes, like bloop. And
cleanse it of this filth. You know what I mean? As he fires the fucking thing
and
at
yeah,
the tree.
you pop the cork off and flick the vial to like flick the water out. And even though it was in this teeny tiny vial before, a full-sized little water spirit comes sailing out. And sure enough, kind of flops out and splatters himself over the lot of it and proceeds to start like kind of whisking around, almost mist-like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you hear kind of a weird, briefly you hear kind of a sizzling, and then that black ichor that was smeared everywhere from your stomping, even the stuff on like your hand and like on your jaw, like you can actually feel it kind of piff off like water going to vapor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uncomfortable. It might be a little warm. It's a little weird to feel it literally, evaporate off of you, but yeah, it all just evaporates. And once the spirit has done that, he very quickly, like he does the thing, it all kind of starts evaporating, whisks away, and he goes to mist as well.
Okay.
So you do see that little like wisp of mist sailing back to where the
the thing is
the diving hole is.
So you'll look around then, now that it's clear of the abomination. I'm going to inspect the tree further then, because they were covered there. Did it cleanse the entire tree as well?
He was actually pretty good about it, yeah. He did a very thorough job. He whisked around the immediate area, and you saw more points where something nasty was kind of evaporating off into cleaner mist. The tree is cleared of the webs entirely.
Important question, kid. Is there any more trees with these spider spirits in them? The exact same type in this area?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so no, that means it's not a trail, it's just residue, he says to himself. So he'll look around then and realizing that there's not much actually. What type of spirits are here?
Well, considering there was, until just imminently, the presence of several Banes, there's not much around here. They've kind of fucked off. They don't want to tangle with that.
Yeah.
So the place is still kind of clear. It's very much the kind of sense of, like, if you've ever, I guess he's never been hunting, it's kind of the phenomena of there was a predator here, so all the prey have fucked off.
Yeah. Okay, cool. He'll kind of nod to himself like this area is now can be redeveloped again. But that thing is definitely worm-tainted and it leaves a residue of spiders. Okay. He'll take his time to reshift back into Tellurian.
Yep, you take your time. You shuffle back over. Yet again,
what do the spiders look now that I've what do the spiders look like now that I've cleansed that kind of area?
What spiders?
Oh, they're all gone. That confirms his theory. Nods to himself like, good. Okay. Now, I'm assuming the same thing in the Tellurian. There's no nest of spider to that thickness around the place then if I look around a bit more. Right?
No, there's the spider webs that were created are still there's actually no. It will be very similar to the basement. The webs are gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's still again the occasional like it's the middle of the fucking night out in the fucking mountains. You'll see like an actual no shit like proper spider web here or there, but
no, it's not to the same extent.
But yeah, it's not the same sort of coating webbing.
Okay. You kind of rub his face. Tell him two things. One, this thing leaves a nest. It's a residue. Question is, who's it going to come for next? You kind of look around. This area is obviously clear, and from all intents and purposes, in his mind, this area is a dry area. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This area is in his nest, so he's kind of going to make his way back to his car very slowly, very cautiously. Probably actually reactivating blur as well to make him much more harder to see.
Go for it. Blur and sneak yourself.
Jesus, 3 successes again. Blur. 3 successes to sneak.
You are the fucking knight.
Creeps by his car and hops in it.
Yep.
And he'll drive away, rubbing at himself, kind of pondering. He is actually going to go back down to the watering hole to find the storm crow.
All right. You take yourself on a nice, languid, scenic drive in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And soon enough, you'll recognize the spot, even in the dark of the fucking night. Pull off your car, go down the familiar foot trail.
Yeah, I'll take my time in the Umbra as well.
Okay. You pause. You step across.
Looks for that fucking thing.
So you come across, and let me double check my moon phases real fast. It's 24th. Oh, goody. So, you usually come here during the day. You definitely see the little water spirits floating around. They're always there. The snake is not there. It is nighttime. It is cold. It does not like you. But you do see things like little mouse spirits. You see one whole owl spirit, kind of off a bit. Over there. Like you spot him at a distance. More interestingly, because especially with the moon very, very close to full, as you're kind of looking around, looking up and whatnot, you see bright points of they look like little points of moonlight moving around well above you. But they kind of whirl and dance and generally just seem to be having a good old, kind of that classical fairy dance type situation. It's just well above you in the sky.
Yeah. Huh. Kind of stares fascinated for a bit, like, whoa.
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous. They do have a little humanoid shapes. You'll realize as you actually take time to watch them, and they whirl and they dance and they seem to be having a good old time up there, whatever they are. And as you cast around, you will let me fiddle my pictures to not Charlotte's car. You will actually see more than one of these guys at this point.
More stonecrows or ravens?
They, especially in the moonlight, you're seeing it, the flecks of color picking up off their feathers. There's a couple lazily in the trees. There's one perched down near the watering hole, kind of just watching you expectantly, the same way he usually does.
He'll walk over.
He just kind of croaks at you contentedly in greeting.
Spiders. It's using spiders. In the Umbra. It leaves a residue.
Of course it is.
And the problem is, I can find the residue, but I can't find the nest.
It kind of gives its, for what it's worth, it seems kind of lazy. It is nighttime and birds do normally sleep at night. Admittedly, this is a spirit, so it doesn't fully conform, but it's kind of a lazy shrug of the wings.
I need some way to draw it out. Because it's going to keep feeding and killing. And I can't rely on it to feed and kill if I can't track it. I need to start taking it on my terms, not on its at the minute.
It kind of weighs for a moment. Because, let us face it, Shadow Lords are not generally very big on mentoring, so it's trying to decide how much it's willing to give you guidance. You are welcome to try to appeal to it.
I'm appealed to it the Shadow Lord way. If I don't draw this thing out, it's going to come here. It's going to take your territory. It's going to hunt in these watering holes. If I don't draw it out, that control you value so much is going to be taken away from you. Is that what you want to happen?
And the feathers kind of piff a bit. Not in an aggressive way, not even in a defensive way, just kind of fluffs. Somewhat, he draws back his head. What does it want? Looking at him expectantly.
A storm. Spiders can't manage in heavy rains. Spiders can't manage if they can't get their webs out. Spiders can't manage if the rain itself turns against them. I need a storm.
But what does it want?
He kind of phrased because his player is blind.
Oh, sorry. It's asking, what does the thing want?
Power, corruption, and control.
Cocks his head. Does it?
It does. Needs to feed.
It pops its head up a little bit. You get the feeling you've hit some sort of note.
And to feed, it needs prey.
Clacks his beak a couple times. And how did it hunt last time?
Waited for people to be isolated.
Clacks its beak a couple more times. So how do you trap an opportunistic hunter?
Give him an opportunity.
It finally kind of chortles out an amused kind of burble and hops up back to your shoulder.
Rubs his shoulder. Susie. Oh no. If I go out with that girl tomorrow, it'll have an opportunity. And I'll be there.
Will it?
I don't know. Wouldn't you take an opportunity? Two kids wandering around on their own?
Are you a kid?
No. But it wouldn't know me.
Would it not?
Has not seen my gestures at his face. Only seen my form.
There's some head canting, thoughtfully.
And it didn't see me when I struck it. Only when I wanted it to see me.
Maybe. Then maybe.
But if I put that girl at risk,
It still only hunted one, even when there were two.
let's out of breath. Precisely. I put that girl at risk.
Stormcrow seems pretty content.
Glares at it. She's mine.
Then choose a different one.
Cracks his neck. What, that I'm going to willingly sacrifice someone as bait?
You asked for an answer. You did not ask for an answer you would like.
Glares. And what sort of answer is that? I'm meant to protect, not use. I understand the need for control and dominance, but that's
It's
It's
an
not
answer that
protected.
gets results.
Is stare. That's not protecting, though, is it?
It is if you
No.
strike before it does.
How will I strike if I don't know what it is?
Do you not know what it is?
I've not seen it.
You've seen it before?
I have. I can sense it, and I have something that will reveal light. Question is, who do I choose?
Need another turtle?
Why are you laughing?
No, it's not like laughing, it's just kind of like contented burbling.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially positive reinforcement as you're thinking along the appropriate lines.
I can't choose Susie. She's mine. Or any of my family, or Elizabeth.
Kind of gives a shrug. She would be the easiest.
Growl.
It settles down. It actually kind of ducks its little bird head.
And sometimes the easiest solution is not the wisest.
For what it's worth. You do, you're only talking to one of them, but the others are definitely alert
I mean,
and awake.
he's getting more animated. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I imagine. Would I be actually justified to take a rage for that?
Absolutely. If you feel
Yeah.
that strongly about Susie Q.
Yeah.
The
But it's not
suggestion
even
of
that.
using her as bait.
Yeah, it's not even. It would be like even like Lizzie or his family. Even the mere suggestion of that. It's
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, it hasn't suggested your family. It just said pick someone else. There's a whole town.
I think I'll definitely take a rage for the Suzuki thing because that definitely got him angry. You know what I mean?
Go free. He's still solidly attached to your shoulder, but he has definitely kind of cowed down and settled and gone quiet. The others are watching with interest.
Is the wisest decision, is the easiest decision often the wisest then?
And I suppose that is up to you.
And the humans dying left and right and wandering off. I will not use her as bait as the end of that discussion. It mean everything I did is a lie.
Kind of cants his head one more time. And it is up to Anton how he takes this. And he says, some people will wonder whether you are there or not. And finally, to save his own tail feathers, kind of launches off your shoulder in case you decide to take this as Susie Q.
Some people... Say that again?
Some people will wonder whether you are there or not.
Wander?
Essentially implying that this thing is an opportunistic hunter. It's going to get people who have wandered away from the group. There are people who do this, whether you are there with them or not.
Grab. I'm going to reach out for that fucking thing. I'll take rage. I'll even roll it. Now I'm mad. Come on, Discord. Oh yeah, I'm on 4 now. Back, yeah, spot on 4. No, I don't frenzy, but ooh,
Nah, but you mad.
I'm really mad.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to grab him or just swipe
Yeah.
at him?
I'll grab him.
And you're in Hamid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a quick look at his ship. We'll put him at about... No, we'll put him at the same total essence. He's fairly small. Toggle the greater amount into here.
I only get one anyway. He'll probably dodge me.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. He does. He manages to shoot off just in time that, like, by time you register what he's saying, you don't have that Krynos reach going at the moment. So he slips just past. You do, like, clip those tail feathers. And it unsteadies him for a second, but he quickly flaps up into a tree. Several of the others are chortling at him, for what it's worth. Not you. Definitely looking over at him like, hey, you fucked up.
He's glare. I mean, he fixed that person with a rage for glare, essentially.
It cants its head this way, twists around, cants at him with the other eye. Are you making assumptions? Are you thinking?
And what?
You take people to wander alone every day. Your
That's a
sister
group.
wanders with her group. How many of them wander away?
Fist ball.
People wander all the time.
And how am I supposed to get it if people wander all the time?
It hops a little further down the branch. Like to where it's thinner, so it bows a bit. For what it's worth, the others are giving him kind of a judging look, because he's doing an awful lot of coaching along here. It hunts people who are alone, yes?
Yeah.
Alone enough that nobody will see or hear, yes?
Yes.
So alone close to a group is not enough. Where is it hunting from?
Forest. That's where I attacked last time. Off the beaten track.
Yes.
One of the spots that I take Lizzie on could be a perfect place. It hunts at night. Kind of rubs the back of his head. I don't know. He kind of kicks the dirt a bit. There's too many risks, and the easy option is even more greater risk. Oh no. I don't know. Looks over his shoulder at them all.
The one is apparently feeling a little ballsy now that you've calmed down the tiniest bit. He is not going to get within your reach, but he will flit down to land on one of the, kind of mediocre size stones around the water, the diving well. Watching you still, glittering eyes.
Susie's the easiest option. poses the most greatest risk to her. If she wanders off alone, I mightn't get to her in time.
There are many, many answers as long as someone is alone.
I do have one solution, but I don't know if he'd take the bait. There are many blind spots here that we all wandered to. If I can put someone in a car, have enough drink and drug to put them in some sort of an induced state, but there's a fresh open game in a car, and I can be there waiting. The car will provide it somewhat protections that have to get to it. I just need him to get close enough and I can draw him out. That is risky.
You can only work with the answers you have.
Kind of
Until you
frustrating.
get more.
Frustratingly looks at the bird and wait for another dead body then, essentially.
Or try
Right.
many times, many places until it takes the bait.
Fine. He's a sigh and yeah, he'll pop across. Frustrated, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he will roll it this time.
And grumble, grumble. Yeah, Gauntlet's really thin here. You pop across it, all of them. It takes about 1 minute instead of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Much faster.
Dunk. And then we'll immediately get in his car and drive angrily home. Like, takes me places, you have all the answers. You know what I mean? He'll angrily sleep for the day, like.
So you're going home early AM, sleeping through till like midday or some shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, because he doesn't have light sleep. He doesn't have seldom sleep, so no, he'll probably take a full sleep.
You awaken to another beautiful sunny day in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
That's the noise he makes as he wakes up.
You awaken like a grump.
Comes downstairs like a grump.
All right. Yeah, your mom is home. She pops out of the living room as you
Switch
down the stairs.
He comes downstairs like a grump. He'll switch on the news. Switch on the news as well.
Yeah, your mom's already got the TV on. She doesn't seem to protest. As you come down, she actually comes over and, gives you, God forbid, a smile.
Faints.
It's not like the big, broad, brilliant toothpaste smile, but it's, a tight little smile, and goes ahead and goes into the kitchen, doesn't even ask, just goes into the kitchen, starts a coffee pot, goes to make you some breakfast. Naturally, the second you get to the base of the stairs, Bubba is on and around your feet, lovingly, enthusiastically, more enthusiastically than anything else.
Hey, yep, pet, goes to switch on the news, staring at it.
Yeah, you change the channels, you sit down. Bubba has never learned to stay off the couch. Your mom tries. He's either stupid or he knows that he'll eventually get away with it, one or the other. So there will be a brief period of like batting at the dog and finally getting him down off the couch. But hey, look over to the news. It's same old, same old. They actually have finally like given a proper report on, this boy has gone missing. So you essentially get to see news report about that. No mention of Jenny.
Perfect.
Some wild theories about what he may have been doing out there in the middle of the night. But, you know, if you see this boy, call this number. His parents miss him very much.
Just nods to himself. Checks his phone. And are there any messages, any notable things?
You have... Well, we'll start with the best stuff. You have at least one message from Phil. Just giving you an update. He has talked to his counselor about this and that. He has actually secured, God help him, a tutor. So that he can cram through and actually potentially pass these classes. It's looking pretty promising because it's very early in the school year, and while his grades are very low, most of his teachers are probably so taken aback, but most of his teachers are willing to let him do some extra work to try to bring the grades up for this semester so he can actually potentially like get through by the end of the year. Your sister's messaged you a couple times just saying thanks for the movies, thanks for this, and then just talking to you about random bullshit. Sent you like at least one dorky selfie. Lizzie sent you at least one message to check in on you and see if you and your family are doing okay or if there's anything else she can do to help. If they, you know, if you guys want her to bring back to, you know, come back sometime and bring dinner. But generally just being a sweet person and being worried about you and your mom and your siblings. She will have, what do I think? You will have a message about, it's a very brief thing about like, I did meet with Carla's dad yesterday. He was digging the pictures. He was asking for more. You know, can they be blown up to a larger size? You know, is there an option of getting them mounted and framed? Does she have the locations where they were taken? Like, this guy got kind of intense about it.
Anton will, of course, give her sweet replies and probably a selfie of him half sleepy, and then we'll send her. I can get that for you easy enough. I'll talk to her today.
And yeah. She sends back, like, to counter your morning blah or midday blah selfie, sent you that selfie of like, man, she's not always a morning person, especially not after drinking, but sometimes it just makes you go, huh, because she can be up and fully make up and just bright fucking toothpaste commercial smiles like in a startling amount of time. So yeah, she is completely put together and kind of gives you a teasing smile selfie back.
Yeah, he'll just rub his face with that and text for a bit.
And imminently, the one you were really waiting for, Suzanne, who is in your phone as Susie Q, has sent you a number of grump messages about, where's my camera? You're supposed to bring it back in the morning.
He'll
like,
take a picture.
You know, grumpy face.
He'll send her a picture of him with the camera, like, you know, going, it's all safe. I just slept in.
Grumpy face.
He'll also message her back. I got more progress on the thing. You said they're really, really interested. I'll talk it over to you when I see you next.
Yeah, it's kind of you. We can talk about it when you bring me back my camera.
You basically say, give me a bit. I just need to adjust my life. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
I need to find my will to live.
Yeah, that's what I was saying back. I need to find my will to live.
Yeah, you essentially are getting the equivalent of photographer laser eyes.
But yeah, he'll tell her he'll be over soon, and then he will. Seeing the report about Joey and all that, did I actually get Carla's number?
Yeah, I want to say you got it off Lizzie.
Cool. Gonna give her a ring. Because now we have bait number 1. Oh, God. here we go.
You're a bad, bad man. I hope you're ready.
I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to lure this thing out. Ugh, leave me alone. Look at me. Yeah, I'll ring Carla.
I wasn't ready for that.
That's literally what internally he's like, don't you look at me. But yes.
All right, do you just straight call?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right. You ringing Miss Carla. And let's see. It's like midday. It is a school day. Trying to remember if she's graduated or a senior. I want to say she was a senior. So truth be told, she is probably at school. So her phone is basically it's not off, but it's not accepting calls.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait a bit, she will eventually message you.
He does. He's back on the thing, probably eating as he's doing it.
Like, well, that didn't work. Hey, look, food.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quick, let me
I'll
fill
cover myself through food. Yeah. Let me comfort my failure of food. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, you'll eventually have your phone kind of buzz when you get a message.
Looks over.
And it's just like, at school, what's up?
So I just do reply, just checking in.
And actually, now that I think about it, she will. Actually, yeah, actually, the first text will actually be, who's this?
Oh, he'll say, oh, did Lizzie not tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Anton. I was just, she said you were cool with giving me your number. And I was just checking. I saw the news reports and everything. I just wanted to check in. See how you were doing.
So the reply is, oh, hey, smiley face. And then just news reports, question mark.
He'll say, you free after school?
Oh, let's see. She is a preppy girl.
He'll even say, like, even for like 20 minutes or something, you know? So it's like completely fucking her day.
Trying to remember if I gave her any hobbies yet. Take a quick sneaky peek at her. I have not written shit for her. Okay, sweet. Let's see if I can make this potentially interesting. Let me roll. Deciding here. She'll reply back with, like, I have track after school, but after that, sure.
You just say, okay, smiley face.
Yeah, she sends you a smiley face. So I'll let you know when we're done.
Just, send her back another, like, thumbs up, like, yeah.
Actually, knowing that you're
awesome.
Phil's brother, it's probably like, we'll probably be done around the same time the football team is.
It's like, cool. I'll keep an eye out and try and avoid my super cool jock brother, because I don't want to embarrass him with my uncoolness, is what he'll send back.
You get the little laughy face, like the XD laughy face.
Yeah, he'll just be like, yeah, whatever, conversation done. I'm done with you.
That's the last thing she said. She's probably ninja texting in class, so.
Yeah, so he'll just lie back. Just like, oh, why is life difficult? Face, you know what I mean?
She's a high schooler. She don't have time to check that shit. She's in fucking school.
No, he just grumbles to himself. Like, he's in one of those moods, you know what I mean? Where you're like, yeah.
Why is life so hard?
He'll look over then at he'll let out a, he won't let out a yell, he won't go ma, but he'll go, everything all right, Mom?
And yeah, your mom has naturally almost imminently cleaned up the dishes so she doesn't have to do them later and come back out and sat in her easy chair and just kind of leans over to glance like, yeah, fine.
Um, Phil just filled me in. He's actually getting some like grinds and stuff, so you should be cool, at least.
Oh, yes, he messaged me this morning.
Nods.
Seems you're not the only person that he gave a heads up.
Anton internally thinks, good, you're actually fucking learning. Do you know what I mean? Good, that's good. I'm glad he filled you in.
And yeah, your mom kind of goes on to say something or another, but I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of him finally getting things together. Blah, blah, blah. Does not know that you have had an intervention with your brother, I think.
Doesn't say anything. He's like, yeah, no, Phil's a real go-getter. You know?
But yeah, all in all, your mom, for the first time in a while, seems to, she's not like bright eyed and like singing and mopping, but she's looking more at ease.
Why don't you go out tonight, Mom? Like, I'll make sure Catherine does her homework and all that, and you know me. And
You really want her name to be Catherine.
fuck it, Christine. I'm a brain zone. I got it right last time.
Like once.
Make sure. He will say, "Why don't you go out tonight? I'll make sure Christine is doing, in and on time for school tomorrow. Why don't you go out and enjoy yourself?"
It goes quiet for a second. She muses this idea over. I don't know, Anton.
You don't have to go out to a bar or anything. Maybe just call over to one of your friends' houses. You know? Go to some dinner, maybe?
It would be nice to catch up.
There you go. Treat yourself. You deserve it. I'll make sure everything's tightly shipped around here. They know not to mess with me.
And she finally, you hear her hoist up out of the chair. And she'll come over, give you a kiss on the forehead. Go ahead and take your long since decimated dishes. You're a good boy, Anton. Thank you.
Smiles at her. So go head out tonight. Arrange some dinner.
We'll see.
Call Linda. I'm sure you two can gossip over margaritas and more food.
Oh, probably. I'll give her a call. We'll see.
Nods, smiling.
And she goes ahead and, again, just this, it's very slight, but she does have a little bit, just a touch of a smile as she goes ahead and bustles back into the kitchen. She's got a little more proverbial pep in her step. She's just not slogging around the house.
Looks over his shoulder and nods to himself like, damn fucking snippy. You know, that victory nod, like, yeah. Just nods to himself very calmly. He'll probably actually spend the rest of the day helping his mom clean. You know what I mean? and just being, do you know what I mean?
We'll eventually get some more agitated, like grumpy faces from Suzanne.
You just send her a picture. I'm on the way. I'm helping my mom.
And, when you say you're helping your mom out, she goes, oh, okay. Just let me know when you're headed out, and she lays off.
You won't say it aggressive. She's like, I'll be over in a bit. I'm helping my mom. Smiley face.
Oh, yeah.
And
again, it's just maybe it's, yeah, whatever the case. She just completely lets up when you say you're helping your mom around the house.
And he'll help his mom and let her go, no, you sit down, and then we'll do the mopping, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's generic stuff. Thankfully, with your mom being, she hasn't worked in years, so your house that is run like clockwork. This day she does laundry for like one of you. This day she does laundry for another one of you, et cetera, et cetera. So like, there's not a ton to do, and It's more that like whatever chores there are, they're all very quick.
Yeah.
Actually, with you taking over the stuff in the house, she will eventually, she'll watch TV for a little bit, but she gets kind of restless and she finally gets up and takes Bubba out and goes around and actually starts working on her roses and whatnot. Actually starts playing in her garden.
Just nods to himself like, that's right. You plant the fucking roses. You know what I mean?
You do things you want to do. Ugh.
Ugh, yeah. The shit. And then eventually he'll look at the time and begin to quickly drive down to what time is it? I'm assuming it's time to meet Carla very quickly, or do I have, or if not, he'll just quickly drop the things Susie Q and be like, "I'll see you later tonight," and drive back out again.
Yeah, you have enough time to. I assume you can be aware enough to have time to swing by Susie's and drop the camera off, and
he'll burst in like, "Hi, bye. Here's your camera. Bye." You know, and then run back.
She's like,
out again.
"Hey," and you're like, "Yeah, you peel out." She's just like, "You jerk." And just goes back in, but she has her beloved camera child back, so everything is well. She'll send you another grumpy face just to do it while you're driving.
And he'll send her back like a grumpy face back. Like, I gave you the camera. I'm in a rush.
Yeah, she lays off after that. She just sends you one just to be like, I don't know, just to be people.
Being a butt.
Yeah, being a butt. But yeah, you head out towards the school. The buses have already hauled out, which means your sister is probably on her way home. You know, Phil will be taking like a carpool after football. But yeah, you can totally head down towards the school
He does.
as them after school activities are wrapping up.
Just kept walking quite casually. Probably finishing off the cigarette, flicks it in the bin.
And yeah, for what it's worth, like as you're coming around, you'll see the teams for various things. Like, well, the football team is still over doing their shit, like doing some final drills. But you see the track team kind of moseying back towards the locker room. You know,
he won't be rude. He'll sit down and give her time to change and do all that shit.
Yeah, she is definitely, especially now that you're seeing her out of like fancy chick clothes. Carla is definitely kind of a slender girl. She probably does okay at track. Got her big curly hair all tied back. But yeah,
he just parks himself down on the bench. Probably actually lights up another cigarette.
Yeah, you hang out. It'll be like 10-15 minutes because she's got a shower, and even if it's kind of cursory, it's she's still got to do her hair. Yeah. But like 15 minutes later, you'll get a text like, "Okay, where at?"
She say I'm at the school already.
Oh. Okay, where?
One of the benches outside. I thought it'd be easier, and not have you trekking around after track.
She just sends a smiley face, and again, after a minute or two, she just grabs her stuff and navigates out. You will see Carla emerge from the school with her bag.
You'd be doing that, the cool boy posture where your feet are on the chair, but you're on the top of the bench. Doing that type of thing. Like, I'm too cool to sit on the bench. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
The what?
He basically, the way you have those big long benches with the kind of the seat, that thing. He'll put his butt on the top of the seat and then sit down, so it just looks like he's super sitting essentially.
All slouched and shit.
Yeah. He's being cool, Katie. Go on.
He's being cool. Yeah, she'll come out. Her hair's still wet. Give him an idle wave and wander your direction. It's not like she's in a fucking hurry. But yeah, she will come on over and lap down.
Sits down, looks over. Hey,
what's up?
I don't know if you saw it yet. Thought I'd give
So
you a
what?
heads up. There's news reports about Joey.
Her expression immediately falls. She's not expecting good news.
It's just that he's missing and stuff like that. I just, I didn't know if you saw him when I was making sure you're all right.
And she'll be sitting and kind of looking down at her hands, playing with them a bit, playing with her nails.
It's nothing serious. It's nothing serious yet. It's not like they found anything. It's an official thing now.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Just didn't want you caught unawares.
There's a slow little nod. So they didn't find him or anything?
No trace of him anyway. From what the news said. There are some theories about what he was doing, but nothing concrete.
Oh. Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up.
You kind of hoped he'd be cheating, didn't you?
He kind of heaves a shrug. I mean, does it really matter?
No, but sometimes it makes easier just to know and have a simple solution. Then wonder
Yes.
about. That's the big thing.
I mean, I guess it would be easier to be mad at him, but I'm still. It's not like I didn't care.
Oh no, of course.
No, I'd just be mad and sad.
Have there been any rumors about that?
I mean, yeah, people talk, but it's not like anyone saw anything, so kind of shrugs, rolls her eyes a bit.
What would you do if they did?
Goes back to, again, just kind of playing with her nails. I don't know.
It's tough being cheated on.
Kind of glances up with a little bit of a squint. Why are you so stuck on the whole cheating thing? I mean, he's missing.
I'm not. It's just. You hear things.
Like, yeah, if he was, he'd be a jerk. But we've
I'm
still
just
been
saying.
dating for a while, and he's still missing, and I'm worried about him.
I know. I'm just saying people do things and then run. But this might not be it.
He wouldn't have ditched his car. Not if he was like trying to leave. Besides, why would he run? He's still in school.
He'll
His
look
parents would
over.
put out like an Amber Alert or something, and he'd get shipped back over here. It's a dumb thing to do.
People do dumb things when they're afraid the things they have might change.
She just kind of shakes her head a little bit, like it's kind of that like whatever.
Look, he's missing, and that's the worst thing. It's just. I don't know. You hear several different things and you start forming theories, and everyone goes a bit crazy.
Yeah, everyone's forming theories. Ask anyone at school.
I'm sure. I have a few of my own, but they're just
Yeah,
theories.
there's at least one of the like they're weird kids is convinced he's been like kidnapped by aliens. So it's pretty much every theory has been had.
What, you're gonna get the fucking board out? Draw circles around the place and just go nuts?
She kind of shrugs helplessly, gives her hands a bit of a splay, like I've got nothing.
And what about you? How have you been managing?
I'm just trying to keep hoping he's okay. Maybe he got lost. Maybe
Yeah.
he fell or something. I mean, hopefully they'll do like a proper search party now that he's
They will.
officially missing.
They will. They'll probably have it out. They're probably organizing it right now.
Yeah, probably. I hope so.
It's part of the process.
Yeah. Maybe they'll find him. Maybe he'll be okay. We'll beat up. Rock's stupid, but maybe he'll be okay.
Maybe. I've been coping in the meantime, apart from hoping. Keeping busy.
Yeah. A lot of running. I jog a lot.
Where?
Just sometimes here, if I can get a ride. Sometimes I just jog up the street at home.
Dangerous to be going out on your own.
Kind of shoots in a skeptical look.
Serious?
Dude, everyone around here knows everyone. No one's gonna pull anything stupid.
Still dangerous to walk out here on your own.
I mean, it's not like I'm walking through the woods. I've got some little running trails around my house.
All right. I was just checking.
Yeah. It's just easier to not think while I'm running. Just put on some music.
There's some nice views out there. It's quiet. It's peaceful.
Yeah.
Gives you time to think.
She kind of shoots you a coy look. I hear there's some great views. Lizzie told me.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
She tell you everything?
You told me enough.
It's not just about that.
No, like, she said you know a lot of, like, nice little places. It's pretty cool.
I can point you out to one if you want to go there.
Mm,
On your own time, of course. You know.
maybe. I
It's
don't
good to
know.
get-
I think I'd get kind of weirded out by just being up there by myself.
If you need company, me and Lizzie can go over there.
Well, so I can be your chaperone.
Please.
Kind of teasing grin again.
Grins back. I mean, company's company. I wouldn't make it that obvious.
I wouldn't make it that obvious.
Grins back.
Yeah, she kind of laughs. You're ridiculous. No, maybe. I don't know.
Look, even just wandering around. If you ever need company. I mean, I spend most of my days alone.
Really?
Spreads his hands. Do a lonely job.
But you did a job that involved, like, taking a bunch of really obnoxious tourists and their fanny packs out on trails.
Yeah. On my own, most of the time.
You want someone else to have to deal with the fanny packers?
Might be nice. I mean, you're a bit more fancier than me, so you probably get more of a generalized chit chat.
Maybe. I don't know. Hike could be kind of fun. I usually just run, like, you know, some inclines, some declines, but nothing really serious.
Could be just the thing you need.
I guess. Could be. I don't know. Could be kind of fun to do a proper trail. I don't know if I want to hang out with all your tourists, though.
I mean, spread his hands. You're a tracker. You do track, right?
Yeah, so it's usually level running.
So, like, I heard really good training for that is to do all that mountain running type stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you need someone who could get you access to places that you can train without nobody bothering you, I could help.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even give you some tips.
Oh, tips.
What? I keep fit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I have to run up mountains all day. Kind of grin.
I assume you're not usually running.
I train. Have to.
Kind of puts the hands up like, oh, well.
Spreads his hands. It's only logical. You even like, fuck it, yeah, he's a guy. When someone has mentioned his ego, Katie, you know them like unzip his jacket, very casually. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, by now with all the level things he's doing, it would be pretty obvious that he's getting buffer and buffer and buffer, wouldn't it?
Have you brought up your physicals at all?
I've bought up most of my athletics. Like
Okay.
everything's at 2 now. Everything's at 2 brawl athletics wise and all that type of stuff.
No, I mean like your actual like attributes.
No, it's still strength 2, dex 3, stamina 3, but my athletics is more, my brawl is more.
Okay, so you're looking a little fitter overall. You haven't like gained a ton of muscle, but you're probably a little more cut than you were before.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to just save for strength 3 soon.
Na.
So like I keep fit. So if you need someone to maybe, train, I can clear up my work and make sure that you can jog around for a bit.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, sure.
Smiles back. Cool.
I'll talk to my mom about it.
Sure. Kind of raise an eyebrow.
What?
Need your mom's permission to do everything.
I mean, usually, yeah.
Eyebrow raise. Huh.
I'm a fucking teenager, dude. I'm in high school. Yeah, my mom wants to know where I am, and besides, it'll probably cost something to use your trails. So,
Won't cost nothing.
don't
Consider
you like
it.
get commission or anything? Come on,
I get enough
I'll take
stuff,
the
but
money.
yeah, but I'm not taking money off you to give you some therapy.
Oh, it's therapy now.
Running is therapy.
There is that. You're not wrong kind of shrug.
I'm not gonna take money off you for that. It's dickish.
I mean, most people would call it good business practice. She like does a little like, so there, look.
Maybe I'm not just a good businessman. Maybe I'm just trying to be nice.
Maybe. Okay.
Just
Still.
not used to getting mom's permission off everything. My mom is, I may be 17, but still.
Okay, well, I also have to get her permission to use the car. So,
Oh, you got permission to use the car? Eyebrow raise?
what?
I have my own.
She just kind of looks at him like, yeah. Glances over. Is his car like in the back parking lot where she can see it?
Yep.
Yeah, she like glances over, like, yeah.
So?
Well, mine will be mine when I am 18.
Oh, it's one of them. Oh, okay. Grins at her.
Yeah. Can't
What
have me
age?
sneaking out all hours.
Not judging. Just, bought my own money and all that. I smirk, you know what I mean?
She like rolls her eyes. I'm in high school. What kind of money am I going to make in high school? Minimum wage is shit.
Still earned it. I still got that when I was in high school.
Well, good for you.
Smirks back. Yeah, damn right.
She kind of shakes her head because you're just so fucking proud of yourself. She's just like, yeah, okay, buddy, okay.
What? It's mine. I bought it with my own money. I pay my own taxes. It's mine.
She just puts her hands up like, no, I got you.
Not everyone can live in a balling ass mansion.
No. No, I mean, it's not that it's not impressive, just it's not how my life works. I go to school, I study, I do extra classes, I do my track.
Do you want it to work like that?
kind of shrugs. Why? It works. I'll get through my stuff. I'll get a car, go out to college.
But don't you want something for yourself?
I have what I need. Like, I've got personal space. I can pretty much do whatever. Just I keep my folks in the loop. Not that bad a deal. Besides, mom's super busy being a socialite, and dad's always off at college. He comes home, but
So you're pretty much on your own.
yeah, I just keep them in the loop on what I'm doing. It's not like they're in the way.
So I don't get you, prep kids.
I guess you wouldn't. I don't get you that much either, but
I don't know. I'm so used to chaos and conflict. Having something that's just like, straightforward is weird.
yeah, I guess.
Shrugs.
I'll eventually have to fend for myself, but by then I should have all the courses I need and be set in well, I suppose worst comes to worst, Dad will set me up with a job, but I'm sure Mom will try to shoo me in somewhere, and
Don't you want to get it yourself?
a starting job's a starting job. Most people don't exactly get exactly what they want.
Oh, but you can work towards it, right?
Well, yeah, totally.
Hmm.
But getting your foot in the door is important. Having work history is important. And so I'll get shooed into something. I'll do it for a while, and I'll work towards the thing I want.
Shrug, I suppose.
Isn't that how it kind of works for everyone? You got to start, at least I don't have to start in retail. Kind of grimace.
You're lucky.
So I wouldn't say I've got it bad.
No, you're quite chill, to be honest. You got it pretty good.
No, I guess it's not as loose and fancy free as you, but
Smiles just a tiny bit. It's not that mine's not loose and fancy free.
she shrugs.
Yeah, well, stand up. Just want to check if you're alright.
I'll probably just go running again when I get home. Be okay. And I'm sure Lizzie will check on me if she sees the same news you did. And of course, a million other people will, but I'll ignore them or send them back sad face texts and they'll leave me alone.
Do you want to be left alone?
Do the ones that are just kind of, is it really bad of me to say that, a lot of people are just, I don't know, it feels like they're just trying to be my friend because I've got it good and I don't know. Just
sit
a
back.
Popular senior girl.
Just sit back down and look over. If you think they're only being your friends with you just because they want to get something off you, then they're not your friends.
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of find ways to nudge them off.
So why bother even trying to nudge them off?
Because I can't completely tank my social life.
Eyebrow raise? Can't you? And why? What would be tanking about it?
Reputation counts for something.
It does.
And some of them have decent families, and I might end up working for their families.
Oh,
I can't afford to be a debt.
I get it. No, I get it. I get it now. Leans back.
Can't exactly cuss a girl out and then go work for her dad.
Oh, it's the Game of Thrones type stuff. Nope. I understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds shit.
It's a lot more low key. No one's gonna stab me, but yeah, it's kind of shit.
To do something different.
She kind of shrugs. Like what?
What do you like?
I have no idea. I like running.
Just
and
running.
hopefully I'll be able to do that a lot more. I mean, what? I haven't exactly gone out and had a bunch of jobs, Anton. I don't.
So what are your hobbies apart from just running?
Kind of wring their hands.
Books, music, video games, croquet, polo,
Oh my god, my mom plays croquet. It's so ridiculous.
tennis.
Who plays croquet anymore?
I don't know, fancy girl. You probably do.
No, mom does. No,
Do you have any hobbies that you actually enjoy apart from the running?
all right. I don't think it's very good, but all right.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah.
Show me.
Show you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What am I gonna do? Laugh at you? No.
I mean, maybe.
Why would I do that? That's incredibly dickish.
I mean, some people are incredible dicks.
I'm not one of them.
Besides. Maybe. Kind of squints.
Like I said, if you want to chase something that you enjoy, if you like writing, feel it out.
We'll see. I don't know.
What's the worst you gotta lose?
Have you ever seen critics? Like,
A smile. And you've never shown your writing to anybody, have you?
I mean, not in person. Post it online.
What have they said?
It runs the gamut. Some people really like it, and some people are needlessly brutal. It's the internet.
Okay. And what do you feel about it?
I mean, I like it enough to keep doing it.
Look at that.
What?
Nothing. Takes a drag of a cigarette.
All right. But
Just
what
saying.
though? Like, really?
If you like writing that much, my personal opinion, take a shot at it.
I mean, I kind of am.
Okay, now the plot's thickening.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's a lot of writing contests out there.
Okay.
Like, I know that sounds really stupid compared to, like, actually going for publishing and stuff, but you gotta get
Well,
somehow, so,
why would it be stupid? You gotta get your foot in the door.
yeah.
Gotta get out there and get your name heard.
So, I do still write, and sometimes I enter the writing contests.
There is college courses on that.
I know.
Doesn't seem that bad to hopefully getting a job from your dad's people. Seems like something far more fortuitous for you.
I'm gonna work for it, but in the meantime, until I actually get some traction on it, I'm making sure I'm lined up for something that'll be a sure thing. If I get a bunch of traction on it, if like I manage to fucking publish a book in college, awesome. Like, I'll just be able to gun harder into the writing courses. I'm already planning to take writing courses.
So why didn't you say that?
Because I don't, like, no one around here knows I write. I use a handle, like,
What are you afraid of?
the judgment of my peers, like most people my age.
Gives a shit.
I kind of do.
But why? If you're doing something you enjoy, why would you care?
I mean, having someone tear apart something you worked hard on and put a lot of heart into still works. Or maybe it still hurts.
Of course, but if you're worried about people here judging you, like, why?
She kind of like picks up her hands, like, what do you want from me? Essentially, kind of looks back towards the school.
Think about it. When you graduate, you're not going to see the majority of those people again.
I mean, probably not. Some of them will go to the same college. I'm not going far. Dad works over at Tech.
Yeah, but let's be real here. They'll move on, life will go on. They'll say some nasty shit, of course, about whatever you write, but guarantee you people will be a lot more positive than you think, and some will, of course, be naturally critics. Well, part of it. But fussing over what people are going to think, you don't even know what they're going to think yet. Seems like you're doing yourself more damage than anybody else.
I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't care what people thought about me in high school. That was only about a year ago. Still don't give a shit.
She just kind of shoots him a look like, of course you didn't. Like,
What's that? Gives her a look like, what's that supposed to mean? Because I'm not as popular as you were?
she doesn't actually say, of course you didn't. She just kind of shoots you the look.
Oh no, he that's what he says. He sees the look and he's like, is it because I wasn't popular as you?
Your fucking social life didn't dictate where you'd go.
That sounds like a shit life. No offense.
Shrugs. It's the one I've got.
Then shakes his head. I'd say change it, but you know,
it's different worlds thing, Anton. It's not awful. There are things about your life that I just don't understand why you'd tolerate them, but then again, like, there's only so much you can do.
Funny thing is, I don't tolerate the things in my life. Used to, not anymore.
Well, it takes some people longer to change than others, and some people are better at changing things than others.
Or it just takes initiative.
She kind of squints at him a little bit.
Sometimes it just takes doing a tiny little thing. Which means not that big in the long run, in the short run, but in the long term it makes that difference. You know, sometimes it's about taking that risk. Yeah, it's gonna blow up in your face. But sometimes it won't. And sometimes when it does blow up in your face, it's how you respond to it.
I guess. You're weirdly intense.
Just passionate.
Yeah.
I let people walk over me a lot in my life. Now that I finally have control over it, nobody walks over me anymore. Sorry if it seems intense, but something I'm passionate about, taking charge.
And I get that, just I'm really not in a position to go and making demands and drawing lines. I still live with my parents.
It's not about making demands. Smile. Like I said, little things. You don't have to stomp in, curb stomp the door down and go, Dad, it's changing. No. Just do it subtly, slowly. And then when it all culminates, there you are. See,
I'm doing it. Don't you worry. I have plans. I just
seems
I
to
need
me
to get
like
through high school first.
seems to me like you're dancing in between them every 5 minutes.
Again, she kind of turns like shoots a thoughtful little squint at you.
What?
You get this invested in everyone's future.
Many people I like.
Oh.
You seem cool.
Well, I like to think so. But don't worry, know what I'm doing. I know what I'm working with.
Good. Like I said, you seem alright. Lizzie likes you. She asked me to help. I helped.
Yeah. Okay.
And I sympathize, and I ain't gonna cry on your shoulder and, pretend to know what you're going through, because I don't. Doesn't mean I don't have basic human empathy. It looks like you need a friend more than anything. And someone trying to be your friend.
Yeah. Well, Lizzie's really sweet. And I can see what she sees in you. So, thanks, Anton. Though my ride's probably here.
Cool. Maybe I'll text you.
Okay. I'll think really hard about maybe letting you see anything I've written. Maybe.
Good. We can both ponder and maybe together.
You're gonna think it's boring.
You don't know what I think.
There's a bit of a grin, and she'll go ahead and pull herself up, snag her bag. No, I guess not, but we'll see.
We will.
All right, catch you later, Anton.
Bye.
Yeah, she'll give a little wave and go ahead and start just kind of, walk off around the school to head towards the front ring. Where inevitably, there is a needlessly new and shiny car with someone to pick her up.
Walks very casually, sees it. Just like, man, that's a nice car. Fuck.
Yeah, it is an obnoxiously nice car. And she will actually come around, and because she is, old enough to drive, the person picking her up will actually get out, go around to the passenger seat. It is not one of her parents. And, she'll hop into the driver's seat, and there will be, a moment where you can see them kind of chatter back and forth as she, goes through the whole process, put it in drive, and goes ahead and coasts out of the front ring of the school.
Yeah, he just casually walks by, hops in his own car.
You do?
You drive down to Suzuki.
Oh, will you?
Yes. Will.
Gasp. All right, so late afternoon, you go a cruising down the road. Excuse me. Head back over to Susie Q's.
Drives down very casually.
Yup. Yep, you come around, you pull in. Presumably come up to the door.
Mm-hmm.
This
knocks.
time,
Always knocks.
Yeah, this time she'll just yell it's open from inside.
Slides in.
And yeah, this time she is over in the living room, plopped on the couch.
Ew.
Yo.
Sorry, not to go see somebody.
Shrugs. It's cool.
Plonks himself down, just checking on that Lizzie's friend. Girlfriend of the boyfriend is missing.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Yeah. Carla, right?
Yeah. The track star. She seems nice.
She's pretty good. You actually see her run?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's alright.
She kind of shrugs. She reaches over and grabs the remote, turns the TV down. She's watching Cartoon Network. She doesn't give a fuck.
They want the people who actually want more pictures, better printing things, and they're wondering, can you have a location of where you got all the shots from?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I know where all those shots are from.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what... So they want the houses and stuff?
Yeah, I showed them some of those ones. Just, they want, can you get better printing size and all that type of stuff,
Oh, wow, larger prints.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go somewhere to get those, but But yeah, they're high quality photos.
He was pretty impressed.
Oh wow. No shit.
Yup.
Yeah. She finally kind of, she just leaves the TV going, but she kind of quickly hops up and, distractedly almost goes in. You hear her thumping up the stairs.
You're welcome.
But you don't have to stay downstairs.
You can hear just chuckle as he's walking, following her.
You can practically hear her eye roll, even though it's in the other room.
Just walk in.
Oh yeah, and you walk in and she's pulling out binders and the files again, and yeah, flicking through them. Okay, any idea like what stuff they were into? Like besides just the buildings, like
Is that Mr. Thompson guy?
oh yeah, isn't he a history teacher? Like
Something like that,
that's
yeah.
his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so and she starts plucking through, and finally is snagging out a photo here, a photo there. Again, all of them are like in sleeves and stuff, so they're safe. Like, okay, so this. She checks the backs. Most of them have locations written on them. A couple, she'll grab a pencil and just quickly jot a location on the back. She seems to have a pretty good memory of where all of them were taken. Yeah. We could totally get some good shots. There's a couple abandoned mines. I have not gone in because they are not the most secure places. Kind of shoots them a side glance, like, eh?
I take it you're wanting me to do that.
I mean, having someone with me who is used to,
I see how it is. No, it's fine. Don't worry.
less reliable terrain.
I see. You smile.
What you promised, anyways. You're
I
stuck
did.
with it
I'm not saying I'm not backing out, am I?
now. Good. Better not be.
Well,
Sticks her tongue out at you.
considering I'm staying here, so tonight.
Oh,
You said we had that thing. Did you forget?
I thought we were staying at the other place tonight.
You know
Eyebrow
what I mean.
waggles.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. That will actually be really cool. Hope you're not scared of ghosts. And yeah, she goes through and keeps pulling out, pulls out another handful of photos, a collection of maybe 10.
Just kind of looks off into the distance, like, yeah, it's that ghost I'm scared of. She's looking out, maybe like down the hallway.
No, she thankfully is not paying a ton of attention. She's actually pretty excited. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This should work. Starts, closing binders, closes the little file box, starts putting things away again.
How have you been?
Doing all right.
Yeah,
Doing better.
good. I was worried.
Thanks for yesterday.
Anytime. After all, you're Miss Suzuki.
Gives you a fond little grin. Yeah, it's just I haven't had much chance to talk to people that, actually give a shit, and I don't want to stress my dad out, so
You walk over and peck her cheek. That's what got me.
again, just a very fond glance up and smile.
Should come over sometime.
Come over.
As friends. For now.
For now.
We'll see.
Guess we will. But yeah, that sounds cool.
I'm sure Christine would be delighted.
Well, she's got to hang out with cool people every once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of licks her lip a bit after that, like, yeah, that's right, I said it. But goes ahead and snags up that handful of photos and grabs like a big, one of those big orange envelopes to tuck them all into, and offers that over to you.
You take it.
So those should be his shtick. I threw like one in there that was one of the kind of spooky, based on the local, like, you know, local legend stuff. See if
What
you
you want me
went
to
for it.
What you want me to deliver it now,
What?
madame?
No, just next time you get a chance to talk to him.
I mean, you grin. I usually do a transfer in through Lizzie, so
I guess then do you want me to like write a note or something?
probably best. So he can know.
Actually, yeah, here. She like holds her hand back out for the envelope.
Yeah, on the back.
And yeah, she will actually first pull out the pictures because she is exactly that OCD about the photos. And, plops down over at the desk, pawls around, and finally finds a pen. And, actually, reasonably good handwriting, goes ahead and puts out, like, a series of locations as bullet points. Um, and just a handful of notes, like, all the negatives are on hand. It's high quality photos, so they should be able to make prints up to this by this. Um, just nonsense about how she can colorize it, and with access and time to a black room, can colorize and whatnot. Just kind of a list of like all the shit she can do with them. And then yeah, once she has written that, kind of held it out and looked at it, squinted at it, added another note or two, holds it out, squints at it, finally seems satisfied, caps the pen, and tucks the photos back in. So there aren't grooves from the writing. Can't have that.
We look at her. So, yeah, I can drop that off right now and have you in the car with me if you're feeling bold when we're driving down to where we're going, or I can just drop it off anytime.
I mean, is that a good idea?
Like
Like,
I
is she
said,
gonna out?
I said if you were feeling bold. I didn't say it was what we're going to do.
I mean, whatever you think's a good idea. I can, like, can wait. This is the best fucking opportunity I've gotten so far. If waiting a little bit longer is all it takes, I'll go
You
for it.
You sure?
I might die of suspense in the meantime, but yeah, like, whenever you get a chance. Like, no,
Do it tomorrow
yeah.
after I'm done with you.
Oh.
Thanks. So make sure that, I'm doing right by you.
He just kind of squares up and looks at him. You're too good to me. Leans over
Yeah.
and gives him a peck on the cheek.
I am?
You're gonna get yourself in trouble. You keep up like this, I'll start getting territorial. It'll be terrible.
You're already territorial.
I'm not territorial.
I can tell.
I am not territorial.
You're territorial.
I'm totally not.
One sec, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, just got a phone call. I lose me train of thought. I'm really sorry.
He was teasing her about being territorial, and she was in denial.
You smile. I can tell, Susie. Not that I mind.
I am not territorial.
Susie.
What?
Nothing. I can just tell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, like I said, I can tell when you're territorial. There's a smile you did yesterday.
I did nothing of the sort. I don't know what you're talking about.
Might as well admit it.
Nope.
What? Would it be bad if I admitted I was getting territorial over you?
No, it would actually be really sweet.
Well, I am. Which is not a lie, because he really was. like that's no, there's no lie there, because he was pretty territorial over with that fucking crow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she kind of grins. No.
Are you just gonna tease me?
Would I do that?
Yeah, but I was just wondering, did you feel the same? It's important.
Kind of looks offside. She's the corner of her lip some. Maybe.
Okay, well, that's your answer then to a very important question I was asking. Okay.
What? Look, we had an agreement. I'm not gonna be an asshole.
It's an important question, Susie. It's gonna influence a few things for me. I want to know how you feel.
I can say that if you weren't taken, yeah, things would be going a lot differently. But I'm not gonna play the her or me game.
Making me choose, I see.
I mean, if I say her or me, there's a chance that you choose her and I don't get to see you anymore. So I didn't want to take the risk.
But how do you feel?
Whew. She finally just kind of plops down and sits on the side of her bed.
Watches her, studying.
I was not expecting to have this conversation today. Yeah. Yeah, I care a lot. You're kind of the only person I have to go to. Like, really. Like, yeah, I hang out with some of the others and it's cool and all, but you kind of, yeah. I probably would have tried to lock that down if you weren't in the situation you're in.
Problem I'm facing is I'm falling for you fast. I don't know what to do.
She kind of, again, it's just that sheepish lip bite, but she'll reach up and, just kind of reach out for his hand.
Takes a hold of it. Like I said, I'm getting pretty territorial.
Really?
Yeah. Which again isn't a lie.
And yeah, she's just grinning the slightest bit. She doesn't seem to be mad. In fact, if anything, she seems to be flattered and pleased.
So I'm trying to make some decisions, which are going to be tough to make, and I need to take stock of everything.
Like, you don't have to like ruin anything for me. As long as I
Susie,
still get to see you.
put the finger on her lip. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to treat you like you're trash. So I need to make some decisions. You're always going to see me, but I don't want to hurt you.
Oh yeah, there's a slight nod of understanding. She didn't say anything because there's a finger on her lips, but
And if I kneel down in front of her, if I end things with Lizzie, would you?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just, are you sure you're okay for that?
I want to make sure there are some things in order first. I have that thing I'm doing for her with you, which could jeopardize that. I have some things that I need to sell first before I make that step. Not because I don't want to, I want to keep banging two girls. It's not for that. Just give me some time.
I mean, yeah.
But it's
Okay.
on the table. That's looking like an eventuality that I need to do, but I need some time to sort out some affairs.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to lie to you.
And I will give her just a general peony because
Is she peeing me, is she?
I just over to see what she's catching off you for the tone of the entire conversation.
Look at that.
That is quite the peony.
Look at that. He was. I mean, it's not a lie to say that he is territorial. Definitely, it's not a lie that she was the first name that he mentioned. You know what I mean?
It's more the general tone of like, are you serious, or is this the whole I'll totally leave my girlfriend, but I'm never gonna leave my girlfriend?
This is very serious. You can tell he has been weighing on this very heavily. It's that he's worried that if he does it now, it'll fuck over her. Do you know what I mean? And that it will mess up a few things that he has going. She can just get the vibe that he's like, I want to, but I don't. The consequences might be too severe for the people like Susie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But overall, you're sincere in that this is something that you have an intention to do.
Yeah.
That is all she's really looking for. She's not like, but are you going to do it now? Like, this is just kind of her overall trying to get the feel. Because I mean, do you have any idea how many women get the talk?
Oh,
yeah, I'll leave my wife, but
she
not
can
really.
She can tell by the way he's carrying himself that he is seriously. He's going to do it. It's just that he needs time.
And yeah, kind of nods. And she gives him a very sweet smile and picks up the hand that she's caught a hold of and kisses the back of it.
I could talk to Catherine about it as well.
You really want her name to be Catherine?
Fuck! Why is it Christine? It's fucking Christine. I could talk to Christine about it as well, and
Yeah.
It's just I don't want you to think I'm giving you the speech.
No, I mean, could have just not. So, wow.
It's just I need to get you your thing and need to sort out some things, and then I'm gonna make a decision, and that decision is yeah.
And she kind of tugs on the hand.
Look up.
And go to pull him in, essentially, a little bit.
Does. He kind of moves in a bit.
And yeah, she just goes to, like, put a proper, like, not, like, crazy tongue down throat, but gives him a proper kiss on the lips.
So he'll reciprocate and just nod. Waiting to do that for a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You still want to go on all my crazy shit with me and all that?
Of course.
She kind of lights up with a grin.
Just stay close to me, alright?
Yeah, no problem.
Just, I'm not going to tell you not to be wild. Just want to be with you for tonight. If that's okay.
Yeah? Like, I'm gonna turn it down. I like having you around.
Just nods. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to end it there, since this thing, I imagine this exploration thing will take a while, and I have to go.
Yes, probably. So, with that adorable little confession, I think we will call it. Da-na-na.